Hi pretties, welcome back to my channel. It's Faye here, or Deity, or Aphrodite, or Freya, whichever you guys want to call me. I'm back with another unboxing, and this time it's my first ever Byredo beauty product, and I am so excited to try this product out because it's, I've never owned anything from the brand except my hand cream, which I bought like 2 years ago, and it's still in my bag. I'm still using it because I do just use a tiny amount from my hands, and yeah, like I think in the most fashionable way beauty is. So here we are, and right here is just my Instagram username. If you guys haven't checked out my Instagram page, I think you guys should. And when I open this box, y'all, it's so full of stuffing paper. Like, stuffed isn't even the word, it's literally filled to the brim. Like, trying to look for the products is literally like a treasure hunt. So I did enjoy that part, but it's messy, so you guys don't drop it. I didn't drop it, thankfully. Right here is just this little envelope that they put your receipt in, which I thought is a cute little touch to it, considering how expensive it is. So yeah. So with no surprise, I got the Mineralscapes 18 pan limited edition palette from Byredo. As you can see, originally I wasn't going to pick this up, but then I saw a video in YouTube Shorts of like the swatches, and I said, well, I gotta have to go and get it. Now on the website, on the description box, it says it's a limited edition 18 colors palette inspired by the coloration and materiality of Byredo's native Sweden and the natural rural landscape that exerts in its pool. Cool shades of northern spring colors, from serene nudes via glittering stones to rich and velvety deep blues, are cut through with silvered shine, creating an instinctive and sensual narrative through balance, sophistication, and freshness. The soft, creamy, and lightweight second skin texture deliver rich color payoff in a single stroke and can be easily blended and layered. And honestly, guys, like, look how pretty it is. Like, the little sticker, it's a little squishy squish, and it's like your little minerals and stones, and the little touches of Byredo in the actual palette itself. And then the eyeshadow names is printed on the back with the actual colors, what you will see in the pan, which I think is a very, very nice touch to knowing what you're putting on your eye if you're ever going to do a makeup tutorial, or just knowing what's the name. And honestly, you guys, I'm in awe seeing this palette the first time, because there's something so spring and delicate in this palette that I wasn't able to see in their old releases, so I guess that's why I have to get it. And on the close-ups itself, like, you could see how glimmering, shining, shimmering, splendid it is. My only criticism is that the outer packaging is on the lighter side, and I personally like my higher end palettes to have some more weight to it, because to me it feels more luxe. Considering the price point, this palette is only £19 cheaper than the Pat McGrath Mothership palettes, but obviously there's more shades here. But the weight is the same as the Makeup by Myers Ethereal Eyes palette, and that one is smaller with less eyeshadows in it. So that's my only 2 cents on this one, and you can take it as you may want to. So moving on to the swatches, what everyone is waiting for. I'm gonna start with the first row, moving on to the middle row, and then lastly the third row. On the first row, we've got Grounding Sky, Painting Land, Sandstone, Rock Bed, Mineral, and Steel Light. Honestly, guys, when I first swatched these colors, it's so soft, so creamy, and gliding texture, as it's said on the website. There's literally no patchiness or whatsoever, and it's just so smooth, as you can see in the swatches. I was really, really amazed, because like, I haven't felt this way in a palette for a very long time, so I'm very, very happy and pleased that this is the way they are. But if you guys don't want the buttery smooth texture on your palettes and you just want a little bit more grit, or you want it a little dry, then I guess this palette isn't for you. Moving on to the second row, we've got Sunbeam, Solar Spark, Pink Flame, Sun-Dried, Low Tide, and Still Ray. Honestly, you guys, this row reminded me of Ethereal Eyes and I Need a Nude palette, and it's also the row that drew me in to actually want to purchase this palette. I know it's very basic, but honestly, can you blame me? It's just so seamless, and the looks that you can get with this will never let you down. So yeah. And as usual, this row is the same as the first one. It's smooth, it's buttery, and the texture is very consistent. So this is Sun-Dried, and this is one of the matte shades in the palette, and as you can see, it's just your nude rosy tone shadow. Moving on to the last row, they've got Lunar Rhythm, River Mist, Matter and Life, Blue Dream, High Tide, and Translucent Matter, and these have more of the deeper shades within the palette. My teeny tiny complaint is that Lunar Rhythm and Matter and Life look so similar when you swatch them. Now in the pan they look completely different, that one looks navy and one looks turquoise, but when you swatch them they literally look similar, and I think we could have added just a little purple into it, because honestly, who doesn't like a little purple during spring? So yeah, that's my only little complaint in here. Other than that, the shadows are so smooth, so buttery, and it's just so consistent all throughout the palette, which is really, really amazing to me. And here's a little eye swatch of one of the shadows. Can you guess which one it is? And we're done. Thank you so much for tuning in and listening to my silly little babbles and my little opinion over this beautiful palette. And I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!